This is not good here. And you can see this is really done. And I also have to address this rust, even if this is not tooth critical. So, got the tooling almost completed. Beautiful. Yeah, this is pretty neat. This is absolutely German precision. Look, this is all how we have to bend it.
Looking all good.
Philipp put on the new brake lines.
I'm going to get blacksmith here.
Down here everything is also really well done. So this body is repaired to an extent which is going much further than we originally wanted. Well, I have to start with the corrosion of the body here. The German TÜV doesn't like something like that, okay? What is completely normal in the US and minor rust is over here, the end of the life of a vehicle. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed. And I also have to address this rust, even if this is not TÜV critical, it will be in a few years. I want to fix this thing when it's on the lift, but in order to put it on the lift, these have to come off. Otherwise the lift is sitting here right on the plastic. So I gotta remove these clips, like this. So I lift this off a little bit with a screwdriver. Then I stick this thing in here, pull these out, like this. So I do that on all of them. There we go. Oop. Okay. Oops. A little bit of rust. Yeah. This is not good here. There is some serious rust. So the TÜV inspector can look in from this side and he's gonna see this. He's gonna poke right in there. And you can see this is really done. So we're gonna have to make that looking like new. That's not an easy task. Oops. Oh boy. But the good news is it's still perfect here. It's only the back end here. And we'll see how this side is. Yeah. So this side is not as bad. See, it's a little hole down here. And then this is rotten here. So we're gonna have to replace this section here, but we don't have to do anything here. Oh, schnell. My plan is to cut this open just about here and down here. And the only problem is that I have absolutely zero experience in fixing bodywork or sheet metal. This here, I think I can cut this out and refabricate this angle bracket right here and join this somehow like this. And then this section we just weld a new piece in. That's what we got to do, otherwise this car is going to go straight to the junkyard. It's not going to get TÜV. You recognize this shape?
Yes, it's the shape of the car.
That's the shape of the car. Inside and outside bottom corner of the vehicle. So this is the inner layer. I think like this represents this vehicle. So I hope we can use that stuff. It was like 60 euros only, was not expensive.
Oh my God, I was gone for half an hour and look what a mess he made. I've never seen that drill bit before. Now it's working.
Wow, I almost have the impression that this tool works. So that's opening up the spot welds.
Oh, okay.
That's a spot weld opening up tool. Like I say, I got zero experience with sheet metal.
Ah, now I know what you're doing.
Yeah, look, it opened it up. And this one also, but I got no clue.
And he's got no humor.
€9 Amazon tool in. Good enough. This is now getting somewhat loose. Okay, and I don't want to break this piece of sheet metal.
Yeah, because we need it.
Too badly.
Oh, look at that. All is good.
I gotta say I screwed up because this sheet metal is actually still good. All I had to do was cut it here and up here, but I cut it all the way through here.
Oh my God.
That sucks. That's not pretty. Missed it.
I missed it.
There are 3 layers of sheet metal in this corner piece. There is the outer layer, which is that skin. Then the inner layer, which is that skin. It went all the way out to here. And then a third layer was like a plug going in like this. And that one will be very difficult to manufacture. But the 2 other layers, they will be relatively easy. I'm getting better with this tool.
So, but he just said, but not on camera, and I turned it off.
Okay, and now it's off. See?
And now it's off.
Okay, so this is actually now completely cleaned up.
Yeah, so Christian wants me to say it's actually looking kind of good, but to tell you the truth, I don't see it yet. I'm getting... Oh.
There is probably a weld spot here. It rusted through.
Yeah, we took a lot off. Oh my God. But it's only in that corner.
Okay. I think this was at one point together here.
Christian always got a 3-point plan.
And we're gonna cure acne too. That's an important piece. If we lose that, we're dead. Geräumt aus.
So, okay, now it looks kind of cleaned up.
Yeah, this.
But now half the car is missing.
No. We basically took out all these different layers. And I can reconstruct this now, layer by layer. It's just very complex how they make this. All I got to do is drill out a couple of rivets. Then I put a new piece of angled sheet metal in and cut this corner and weld it along here.
So we still have to fix the body here, but we'll do that tomorrow. Oh, it's just about the worst weather to do any welding and electrical work on a Discovery or on any car.
We got this camping flair today.
Yes.
We're gonna have to continue our body work here. So,
it looks like a catastrophe.
no, I got everything I need.
Okay, it's already lunchtime.
Yeah, and I haven't done anything.
Here you got a haircut.
Well, it counts as nothing. So in the first step, I want to replace this corner here because this is done. I opened up all the spot welds and I think that's an easy piece to make now. I outsourced my work. So this end is good, but you have to fold down this end. This is precision Rolls-Royce vehicle building. So I built some tooling to get the indents into the sheet metal, Robin. So give it a good push. So I have here like a guide pin. Oh, look at that. This is awesome. I wanted 0.5 millimeter, and that's about it. Try that again. Good. Now you gotta cut this here, straightening it back out. Yeah, it's pretty nice to have a blacksmith at home. Yeah, let's weld this up. What the hell? It doesn't stop raining, but the sun is already out. We're not in Hawaii.
Das ist ziemlich gut.
So he's replacing the spot weld, which I drilled open.
Noemi is operating the welder.
I'm holding the light.
Kristen has the most important job,
The
right?
opposite of promoted.
Yes. And that's Robin, by the way.
It's German precision lighting. We're making tooling to punch in the water pockets. Pockets which are there to drain the water. But in reality they trap the water. But they need to be in there or the TÜV is gonna get really suspicious.
I think the TÜV who watches our videos know what we are doing.
You think they watch our video?
No, but at least one TÜV guy watches our video.
Robin made the die in the meantime. But I gotta go a little wider.
Cleaning up the surface. Had a collision there. High precision work.
So, got the tooling almost completed.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna give it a try. This is the first attempt and it looks pretty nice with our tooling what we made. So all I gotta do is insert this now here. And Robin is closing that carefully. Now I align it and go. There. And the next. See, I got like an edge where I align it and close it carefully and go. This turns out better than I thought. And go. Look, and it even stays straight.
Wait a second.
It's pretty impressive. So, zero experience with sheet metal, and I bet nobody else put those crimps in before. And go. The only problem is this piece might be too short now. Okay, Robin, we gotta straighten this now. Bend a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So you guys missed bending this in my self-made bending fixture here. Okay. It's not completely shabby. This is the inner skin. Nobody will see this. Only visible thing here is the edge, which we crimped, and that looks nice. So now we gotta move the vice grips from point to point, and we're gonna fill in the weld spots. And then our new piece of sheet metal is in there. Yeah, it was closed. Beginner mistake. Yeah, that's not too shabby. We upgraded our tooling to get these water detents now. Here we started and they didn't turn out so nice with the original tooling, okay, because they now end here. So we upgraded it with a top piece, and here with another block, goes in like this, and then they come out like this. I mean, look at that. That's not as good as Jaguar, but better than Ford. Beautiful.
Dafür darf man mal
Da muss er hier stehen. Now it works. Okay, give it a go. Oh. Now close it slowly and go. Last one. This is really, really good. While Robin is working on the other side, I work on this side. And the side here is not as badly damaged. It's just that piece of outer skin here. The rest I'm gonna patch up and hope they gonna let me pass. For Robin and me doing that the very first time, this is looking not too shabby. See here the water pockets which we put in, and these we put in. These are already welded up and painted here. And these he still got a spot weld, and he's got to put a bead in here. And we're gonna have to close up this hole, which is a whole bunch of construction. But that's really good work, Robin. So I got the second side here cut out, and it's not as badly damaged, and this time I cut it in a little bit smarter way, okay? So it should be a lot easier. Oh, we need 2 pieces of sheet metal for this now, and Robin is making progress here. This is all gonna get covered with a piece of plastic all the way up into this corner, so I won't even have to use epoxy. This is the outer skin. Here's the manufacturer Easy Parts for Land Rover Discovery 4 inner sill, okay? It's not very accurate, but it's good sheet metal. It got the critical bend in it, but it needs some manipulation. And this is the outer skin from the same company. This one I only gonna need like this much. It's also zinc coated, and it's kind of nice to have it, even though it doesn't fit perfectly. Without this we would be struggling a lot more.
Oh, come on.
The wrench is too short. We're gonna set up our punch for the different style pockets. Okay. So you're gonna have to operate the punch. And you gotta get over there. Yeah, this is pretty neat. All spot welds are replaced now.
Ja, das ist ein Stück höher.
Beautiful. So, well, this side.
Oh my God, looks like a brand new car. I was banned all morning. Now I'm allowed back.
I'm not sure if you're allowed back. Every time you film, something goes wrong.
Yes.
This is absolutely German precision. Okay. Check this out. Look, this is all how we have to bend it. Just out of steel.
Oh my God.
Okay. It's still German precision. A really creative bending. Oh, Robin's tripod is rocking. How is that possible? Okay, fits perfectly.
If you say so.
It seriously fits perfectly, okay? Everybody who has sheet metal experience knows that this is gonna go in.
Yes, I don't have any sheet metal experience, and I know now why we don't do bodyworks.
Yeah, bodywork sucks.
Yeah, and that's why we don't have an old Defender.
We're gonna drill the holes for welding it.
Yes.
Okay, that's where we're gonna weld it. So,
All good?
yeah, this is perfect.
A little bit of paint for the inside part.
Yeah, we're gonna put later on a wax in.
Open them.
Yeah, they're
Oh
20
my
years old. See, and if you hit them once, they loosen up and you can open them after 20 years.
Oh boy, down there.
And there are the nuts.
Yeah.
You can put them away. Yeah, you are a bad luck girl.
Yeah, I'm the bad luck girl.
I had to send her away at least already 3 times.
Yes, and even my father has a flat.
Okay, that's gonna dribble a little bit. Important to know that the right one here is going to the left side. See, they crisscross here?
Yes.
And the other one going to the other side. So it's exactly something what you can easily screw up.
So let's take a picture.
You don't need to take a picture. We take these now out. Okay. There. We gotta re-bend these. We wouldn't get TÜV here.
No,
Okay.
it's not a B class.
Okay, this one also. Okay. These we're gonna take off because they're all corroded. And we put new ones on. It's not as nice as Robin did it. So Robin cut this and you can look through it while grinding. That's really cool. I gotta raise the shield up so my dad's not gonna get splashed with all the sparks.
Oh my God. Half an hour ago I thought that's never ever gonna happen. But look at that now.
Okay, all I gotta do is fold this in now, and then we
Yes.
gotta close up this hole. And then a couple more spot welds, a little bit more grinding, a little bit fixing by Robin my welds.
Tidying up.
We're gonna use this body sealant, this stuff here. We're gonna close up the holes. We leave the water hole open down here. Okay, so this is for the water to rinse out. And then we got all these water pockets and these water pockets, just like it is in original condition. And I promise you guys, this is the absolute first time I do body work. But I did watch a video first.
Oh my God, that's looking so good. German precision.
Yeah, that's German precision. Definitely is.
Oh, that's now the entire opposite direction.
Yeah. So.
Ah. So while Christian is still welding and grinding and working on Philipp's Lord Frankenstein, I'm watching Tour de France. Ah, looking all good.
I don't know about
Unbelievable.
that. This was really difficult, and they are still, you know, on the inside it's not clean, but we're gonna use this stuff to close it all up.
Yes, yeah,
And
we're gonna
go-
use putty
And we
and
go from there.
ah,
With a paint coat here first.
that's also Fatan.
Yeah. Yes. So, excess hole for conservation.
Yes. Don't break it.
Okay.
Oh, that stuff smells bad.
Smells really good.
It does.
We're gonna give this 2 coats. One today, one tomorrow.
Can I do that?
No.
That looks like something I could do. Nasty work. Oh my God. He's gonna do that for the next 3 hours. I'm going to get glasses here. I don't even recognize you.
I'm done. Okay. I touched everything at least once. I think we're gonna put on rust converter overnight.
Yeah.
That's the better thing to do than instead of painting it.
Christian has a 3-point plan for everything.
That's the stuff we're using, and we're not using Lenogard.
Or any other waxy stuff.
So that's gonna be nasty, and then we're done for tonight.
So that is just the rust converter. Oh my God, it is dribbling.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Four millimeter stainless steel rivet nuts. There we go.
So look at that. Philipp is bending the brake lines and we are using for the first time conifer lines. Philipp, how is it working, the conifer lines?
Very well, but I don't think it will last for 1,000 miles.
Because it feels so soft. And the entire family is working on our Lord Frankenstein. It's the best day. You bend brake lines by connecting the old one to the new one with tie wraps. The entire family is working, except for me. I'm completely
Okay.
useless because I can be replaced by a tripod.
Can you get the hose cutter?
Good.
And sometimes I have to get something. Help Philip, I hold stuff. Also, most important, the easiest way to screw up a brake line is by
getting this piece and flaring the end on it. Okay, that's then the oh shit effect.
Yes.
And you always realize that when you remove the tool.
Yes. So there are two flaring tools and only one is a correct one. Because I get a lot of comments, well, my flare tool doesn't work. You
Well,
probably got the wrong one.
You need the flare tool 3/16 DIN 4.75.
Look at it.
Second brake line is also done.
Yes.
Very good, Philip. Awesome. I wish we could leave the colorful tie wraps on.
So I outsourced all my work.
I know.
Philip is mounting the clips for the brake lines now. And Robin is finishing the last piece of sheet. Well, the second of the last. Missed filming, so Philip put on the new brake lines. And this is really easy using Punica, because you can just, you know, roughly bend them and then stick them on and do the final bend here. Excellent. And he's got new mounts and everything. See, the weird thing is that they need to cross here, okay? Left line goes to the right, right line to the left.
And you didn't forget the most important part.
Good. Yeah, that's looking good. So we're gonna fit this. So I'm gonna give this the first little bit filler. Good enough.
So I cannot believe we are almost done or pretty much done with all the bodywork. And now the last thing we have to do is remove the fatan. You know, all the rust converter, which washes off just with plain water. He's gonna get showered, not me.
I'm gonna get big time shower.
Yes. So I have to stay out of the way and watch Tour de France. Most important. Now we are finally painting. You see, we even paint the brake lines, so the TÜV won't even know that they are conifer ones.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, first round.
First round from like 15 rounds. So next morning, this is not bad. I got this really nice and clean. You can see here the rust is like impossible to take off and it will come back through. And this is a light gray coating, so it's easier to see where I already painted, and now I'm gonna do some sections with black paint. This is really not bad. I put some more body sealant on here, and I also put more rust converter on the inside, preventing it from rusting further. And now I'm gonna give it a black coating here in the wheel arches. So we're gonna renew the underbody protection here. This is like a thick layer of gummy stuff, but it also cures and it can be overpainted later on. So we're gonna renew this in certain areas.
And it's also a fertile product.
Yes. And I'm gonna do this in some areas only. So now it's time for another round of cavity wax. I'm using the stuff from Mercedes-Benz. And I'm gonna go into all openings I find here. Hole here. So here you can see the wax running out here in some areas. That's a good sign. So I got in over the full length. Looks like my underbody protection here didn't really like the paint below, but I can give it a second coat when it's all cured. I'm gonna wipe the excess off here because this stuff takes forever to cure. Excess goes away. Also here. Philipp is mounting the rusty heat shields. That's about the last touches we gotta do. So you tighten them as if they would be out of plastic. Good, that's good enough. Otherwise they will rip, they're 20 years old. Okay, we're gonna put these hole plugs back in. They only go in certain holes. Don't put them in everywhere. There is a hole like Vera did last time. So I took pictures where they go in. And whenever I put one in, you take the same one and you put it in on the other side, okay? So you go over on the other side and put it exactly in this one. This way we don't screw it up. Oh, and I don't get filmed, of course.
No.
Okay.
Good. So the Austrian TÜV is extremely critical and inspects the body mounts and fails TÜV because of the body mounts.
Okay, and they are hard to replace when the car is installed. So we're gonna rework these here.
But I've not heard yet of a German guy who failed TÜV because of the body mounts. And Philipp is filming. Okay, just put it over there. It's really drippy. Next one. Good.
These are actually the caps and they are replaceable from underneath if we get into trouble. But you can only buy them as a set and one is 95 euros.
Oh shit, and there are 10 of them.
Yeah, and so what we're gonna do is...
That's like €1,000 damage.
Yeah, it's completely crazy. And when you buy them from the junkyard, they're just as bad.
So last one. And they're still good. They just get a little bit of paint. Cool.
3,0 Tonnen.
Aber das ist gar nicht so viel, wie ich gedacht hätte.
Okay, so Philipp is taking off the foil Christian put up for painting. The plastic mount is already mounted. Oh my god.
This here still needs to be painted in body color, so I didn't finish this, okay? But everything here is finished and everything here is finished and there is wax on the inside. And that's our new corner. What the TÜV inspector does when he suspects like some patchwork and it's not really steel and metal and welded, he takes a screwdriver and he pokes around here. And if he finds rust behind it and it would just break through and it's only a little bit of clay and wax and stuff, he's not gonna let the car pass. So once he sees that this is all sheet metal and welded, and I got a couple of photographs so I can show it to him, I think he will let this pass, okay? I'm still very proud that we even got all those indents in for the water pockets, okay? with our tool.
And we do not have any drawings for those tools.
No, we do not have any.
No, you got to do that yourself.
Just, I do that like Matt's off-road recovery. I just make this up while I go, okay? I go like this and I'm done. That's years of experience, except mine is German precision.
Yes.
Okay. But I can't build a derby car, okay? I would probably lose in the first 10 seconds.
But we could do that if we would still live in the US.
This is OEM. And then from here on, you can see it's self-made. So we got all the water pockets in. The body work here is also not done yet. And also we got to still drill these mounting holes for the trim and also underneath. But today the goal is to get the engine started, right? And we don't want to waste time on stuff like that. So we got our frame done, the engine done. We got the entire chassis done. And that's a good spot to end this video. Here with our body repair work. Down here everything is also really well done. And look at that. This is also all nice. Yeah, Philipp got the heat shields on. So this body is repaired to an extent which is going much further than we originally wanted, okay?
So if the engine fails again, that body and the chassis is worth a lot more than a running Discovery.
Yeah, so that's a good spot to end this video this week from our body repair. In the next episode, we're gonna put the chassis back onto the body and start the engine. You won't have to wait much longer, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. And at this point, we want to thank our Patreons a lot for their support. And
We'll see you next Wednesday.
next Wednesday, oh, we gotta publish twice now.
We'll see you next Sunday.
Good.
But for us, it's like right now 8 o'clock in the morning. So
We're gonna
that entire
start.
video for next Sunday is gonna start for us right now.
Yeah, we're gonna start now, moving the chassis out, putting it on, and it will start today, but you're gonna have to wait until next Sunday.
Good.